Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be working on the violas part to the first Noel. So violas, everything in this piece is on the D and the A strings, which keeps things really simple. I'm going to play the whole thing through one time at tempo, and then I'm going to play it through a little slower. What I'd like you to do when I'm playing at tempo is just watch along in your music, look to see how long I'm holding those half notes, because we're not quite holding them long enough in class. So here I go at tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2. Okay, so that's the whole thing at tempo. I'm going to go back now, play a little slower. Please, again, like I said, make sure that you're holding those half notes for as long as they need, which is 2 beats. So what you might want to do is make sure that, here we go, our whole bow, you're rationing out your bow. So for half the beat, you might want to use half of the bow. If you have a beat, you have the rest of the half. You don't want to be using all this bow for one beat and then you have this teeny tiny little part for the other beat. You're not gonna have enough bow to make that note last, and then you're gonna go on to the next note sooner, and we're gonna fall apart. The other thing is you might want to start the piece a little closer to the frog. Now I have all this bow to use and play that note. If I start closer to the tip, I run out of bow really quickly, and then I have to move on to the next note because I have no more bow. I have to go the opposite way. So start closer to the frog. Make sure you're using, roughly half and half for the whole note so that you can make it last. Other than that, the rest is just making sure you know that what fingers you're supposed to be playing. So we're gonna go a little slower now. Try and play along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and. So there you go, that's the whole thing. I would recommend that you, like we do in class, you take the piece, you clap it out, see if you can clap the rhythms correctly, because that will help you when you have to add in the notes. And then try practicing a little slower, then work your way up to make it faster. If you can't play it slow, then you're not going to be able to play it fast because your fingers are going to be unresponsive. So make sure you practice this with the correct rhythms, and then try playing along at tempo with me in the video. Happy practicing violas and good luck.